All right, good evening, and welcome to our second Emerald Decide to Rise Mastermind Call. My name is Monica Lopez, and I'm going to be your guest speaker for tonight. We heard from Christina Delgado last week, which did a magnificent job because clearly it was raining emeralds come Thursday. Did you guys see that? Was it not exciting to see all those emerald advancements? And it became crystal clear to me that this was the brightest idea that we could have had as a team to host these calls once a week, because I think that by just setting the goal, by just hearing the reasons why, and then also talking about really how it's not that hard, right? We're making something very simple difficult, because a lot of times we stand in our own way, or all these things that we're telling ourselves, stories, fear, and whatnot, or we're dipping our toes into something. We stop ourselves from making the next move. But often enough, if you have the guts to make that next move, you'll realize, A, it wasn't that difficult, and B, how it opens doors and changes the most important aspect of this whole business, and that is your mindset going into the building of your business. Now, I know tonight I am talking to all sorts of kinds of coaches, right? I am talking to like my girl Carlelia that's on this call right now, literally signed 24 hours ago, brand spanking new coach, right? I know I have a lot of you guys on here tonight. I also know I have a couple coaches on here tonight who have been a discount coach for a few months, right? They knew that they love their challenge, probably 80-day obsession, right? Because that's the challenge a lot of you guys are coming off of right now. And you got your results. You're in love with Beachbody. You're in love with what we stand for. And you probably organically have people asking you, okay, something's different. What are you doing? And you realize that this coaching opportunity is something that you could start to run with. And I welcome you too. This is for you also. And then I probably have coaches on here who could be 1-2 years into being a discount coach, or probably played around with the idea of working the business, but didn't quite make moves. And you're on here now because whatever's happening in your life is pointing you in this direction. And I'm welcoming you too. I'm excited that you guys are all here. We have a jam-packed full house, and I hope that I can help you realize why Emerald is a crucial first step in your business. All right. But before we get into all that, and I did prepare some slides I want to share with you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Before we get into all that, let me share with you guys who I am. Okay. Monica Lopez from Miami, Florida. I have you know that when Diesel Nation started, I do have one person unmuted. If you could just make sure you mute yourselves. When I joined Diesel Nation, I'll clearly remember the team page. I was like number 47 to be added onto the team page. Today, Diesel Nation is over 20,000 coaches strong, over 20,000. And I was around number 40-something-ish when I joined Christina and Becky. If you don't know the backstory, Christina was my boss. She was the attorney that I worked for. I was a paralegal in my past life. And her sister, Becky, was the one that started our entire team, right? She's the founder of Diesel Nation. She was the first person to say yes. And from there, it's been a trickle-down effect to 20,000 other coaches that make up Diesel Nation, right? But for me, my journey started exactly 7 years ago. July 5th, I celebrated my 7-year Beachbody coaching anniversary. And when I started my business, the picture here to the left, you're going to see it's my sister and my brother-in-law, Veronica and Fernando. In the middle is my husband, Johan, and I. And to my right is my mom, Becky, and my dad, Robert. I have you know that my mom, Becky, the one in blue, was the first coach I ever signed. Okay? Isn't that special? And we're going to talk about why that's important for you to know. And then my sister on my left-hand side, I also want to share with you guys, it took her 4 years to say yes to me. So think about that for a second. Right now, if you're battling between, well, at first I thought to myself, well, if I can't even associate all to my mom, then I probably suck at this. Luckily, she said yes and gave me that first win, that first piece of confidence. But then I also had someone like my sister who was, hey guys, she always backed me up. She was always very positive about my business, but to her it was, hey, that's your business, not mine. But later on, she kind of came around. There was a couple aha moments because I kept doing me. And now she's on our team, and she has been a crucial piece to our success just in 2017, which was explosive for my team, Diesel Core. By the way, Diesel Core, if you're on this call, drop some emojis, represent. I'm really, really proud of my team. We've made big, big strides in 2017, and we are just so fired up for so much more. All right. So that's the left-hand picture. The bottom right is my family. I have 3 children, Jason, Jackson, and Mia. Okay, I started my business. I had just Jackson and Jason. Mia was not born yet. I actually signed up to be a coach because I finally, when I did my first program, it was Insanity Asylum. I went from 0 to 100. Like I don't know how Christina allowed me to go from doing nothing to, being a postpartum mom to, let me introduce you to my friend Shanti. But that's the first program I started with. And when I got in the most amazing shape in just 60 days, I was all fired up. I became a coach. I'm like, I can do this. And then like 2 months into my coaching career, I guess Shanti did a really great job because I got pregnant again. And then there I was, right? And at the start of my business, I got pregnant with my daughter, Mia. So Beachbody has carried me through 2 postpartum projects, which I'm really proud about. And in the top right-hand corner, you'll see my latest transformation story because I'm constantly evolving, guys. And I want you to know that whether you're a new coach, old coach, wherever you fall, you're constantly evolving. You're constantly growing. You're constantly, making breakthroughs. And one of my latest breakthroughs was when I was invited to be in the 80-day obsession test group. And those are my results from day 1 to day 80 that I'm extremely proud about, mostly because I did not have alcohol in 92 days. All right, so that's a little bit about me, a little backstory. That's going to lead me into what we are talking about tonight as a group, and that's deciding to advance your business to Emerald, okay? And tonight, look, guys, I'm a real X and O's kind of girl. Some people thrive off of motivation and hearing stories and all that, and while though that will always give me that little pit in my stomach, the butterflies and all that, I'm also the girl that turns around and looks at you and says, okay, but tell me what to do. What do I need to do? What is the plan? Give me execution that I can check, did that to take it to the next level. So that's my style. And tonight I'm going to give you 3 reasons, just my 3 reasons why I believe you need to make this happen ASAP if you are serious about building your business. But before that, let's also talk about the fun reasons, because there are fun reasons. This business is a very fun business. Sometimes you'll wonder to yourself, I'm having too much fun. Is this even a business? It is. I promise you. I went from having, making an income in my cubicle that there was no way I ever would have reached 6 figures doing what I'm doing. And today I'm a 6-figure earner in this business. And I'm so proud of that because I started out just like all of you guys, 0, building from the bottom, and things that once seemed impossible to me, I have made come true. Obviously, insert Beachbody income disclaimer. That does not happen to everybody. It happens to those who really take this business by the horns and work it and hustle and are consistently working towards what they want. And that's me. And I can say that proudly today. All right. But there's going to be times where it's fun. There's going to be times where you're working really hard. But let's talk about the fun reasons why advancing to Emerald is important. Okay. Well, first and foremost, you are celebrating your first win. And that's hell of exciting. Like you're coming into this, right? Raise your hand if you came into this with fear, like, well, I don't even know if I could do this. How am I going to motivate? What do I have to offer? And then your coach convinced you, look, you're doing the damn thing. You're a product of the product. If that's all it takes to now help the next person. And that's absolutely true. But once you do that, you got to be smart about it and make intentional moves to get that exciting first win, to start to see movement in your business. And that is your responsibility. So fun reasons why advancing to Emerald, first and foremost, it's exciting. You have your first win, your first advancement. Second is that we are going to make a hella big deal about it as a team. We're going to plaster your face everywhere. We're going to tell everybody how great you are. You're going to see a great collage put up, and you're going to see tons of comments come through your phone, your computer, whatever. You're going to be like dinging all day long. Ding, 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 ding. We're going to celebrate you. And again, that's really exciting. And the big part about Beachbody that I love is that was a part of my life that was missing in my old life, right? I never got the attaboy or the pat on the back, which, hey, I'm a grown up, right? But at the same time, it feels good. It feels good to know when you're doing something right and that you're not alone and people are supporting you on your endeavor, okay? So public recognition. Third, it's going to get you closer to the second goal. So I always teach my team the 2 most important goals coming into Beachbody coaching is 1, you advance to Emerald, 2, you hit Success Club. And Success Club is a whole other call, but by making the goal and setting the goal of advancing to Emerald, it is likely that that's going to put you a couple steps ahead when it comes to your Success Club goal. Very important and very fun, right? Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And then lastly, the big C word, which is really important, confidence. Confidence to get out there and say, you know what? If I can get my mom to start with me, I can do anything, right? No, if I could get two people to trust in what I'm doing, right? And say, listen, I believe in you. You've already proven, you're probably proven at some point, to some degree, that you're serious about this. And now you have people that are joining you, right? Locking arms with you. That builds confidence. And you want that confidence to kick in ASAP, right? Because it's so easy for us to get all wrapped up in our own head. And if you're not careful and you don't start to make moves right away and get moving, staying still and staying stagnant will automatically leave you in this place with a lot of mind space to think of all the negatives and all the reasons why, instead of putting your energy towards all the reasons why not, right? Why not? Okay, so those are the fun reasons why. Let's get into now my 3 reasons. And I'm not going to overload you guys tonight. It's just very simple. I think we're overcomplicating something very simple. 3 reasons why Emerald is crucial to hit as soon as possible. First thing, customer leads. I don't know if you guys know this, but Beachbody is the only multi-level marketing company out there, the only network marketing company that if customers come to them through other funnels, through other ways, whether social media, whether through the website, whether through those infomercials that happen late at night, and nowadays we even have radio commercials happening. If a customer comes in through any of those avenues, Beachbody does not keep those customers for themselves. Beachbody turns around and spits it back out to the coaching network that they created, right? Team Beachbody. So Beachbody suffered from Team Beachbody. Anybody goes to Beachbody, those customers get funneled to a Team Beachbody coach. That's really special, guys. Do you realize the collaboration we are in with a multi-million-dollar company helping us build our small businesses? Big deal, right? But now, Beachbody is also not dumb. They're going to say to themselves, well, if we're going to give these customers who are ready to go, who have made a purchase, who you don't have to convince get started on their fitness and health journey, we need to make sure we're giving it to a person who's going to take care of them, a coach that is going to take care of them. So the first step in proving to Beachbody that you have skin in the game, that you want to build this business, that you are out there helping others, is by showing them by advancing to Emerald, okay? Now, I didn't go over this real quick. I'm going to kind of really go in detail over this at the end. But if you don't know what Emerald means just yet, it means you have sponsored 2 coaches to join your team. One on the left, one on the right, okay? So by getting 2 people to get started with you and trust you and becoming a coach, you are now opening the door to receiving customer leads from Beachbody through the lead system. All right. How does it work? As long as you have advanced to Emerald and have hit Success Club, you will earn these customer leads. Okay. Big deal. Like I said, skin in the game. And when you hit Success Club 10 or more, guys, which is really exciting, you get what's called Success Club leads. All right. Customer leads and Success Club leads are a little different. Let me quickly teach you what they are, just so you know. Customer leads. When that customer goes to Beachbody and they've already made their first purchase, right? That first set of commission, here's where the catch is. That first set of commission does not go to you as the coach. That first set of commission is going to go to Beachbody. The customer goes to you, but the commission goes to Beachbody, okay? Anything that customer orders thereafter, so if you grab a hold of them, plug them into your challenge group, start talking to them about their goals, and you got them motivated to continue on their journey and create results, anything they order thereafter, for example, their Shakeology, their performance line, then from there forward, all that commission goes to you and they are fully your customer. But Success Club leads, right, comes from hitting Success Club 10 and being an Emerald. You will get that first set of commission right off the bat. When that customer comes in and they order something, no matter what it is, you get the commission. Beachbody does not take anything from you. So if you up your game and say, Emerald's still the key. You still need Emerald to unlock this. But you up your game to Success Club 10. Now you're talking about getting the first set of commission as well. And it's really exciting, guys. I've had dual Ultimate Reset challenge packs come my way through the lead system. If you don't know, now you know. The commission on that is like upwards of $130. It's super cool. Like right off the bat, bang, for doing absolutely nothing. And I'm getting people that are super motivated to get started, right? They already made the purchase. Work's already done. So customer leads is reason number 1 in my book, okay? Number two is team volume bonuses. Now you probably know this, and if you don't know, I'll quickly tell you. There are many ways. Ooh, somebody's unmuted. Make sure to mute yourselves, guys, because it really hurts my ears. Okay. Sydney, if you could unmute yourself, please. I think it's you that came in. Thanks, Sydney. Okay, team value bonuses. This is one of 4 main ways to earn in Beachbody. There are multiple ways, but there are 4 main ways. One is retail, right? You help someone get started with a challenge pack or anything else we have to offer. You will earn a retail commission of 25 to 30%, depending on what it was you helped them with. The second is team volume bonuses, which we're going to cover tonight. And that is the residual income. Now that's the income that is made up of not just your actions, but the actions of the team that you were building, okay? Then there's quarterly bonuses depending on your rank. So once you hit 2-star, you will start to earn those quarterly bonuses, and it goes from 2-star to 15-star. And those bonuses are so cool. They range anywhere from between $800 to even $50,000. Very exciting stuff. And then the last one is what we call matching bonuses. Matching bonuses is when anybody on your team, personally sponsored, hits that team volume that we're going to talk about right now. If they earn team volume, you get 10%. You get a 10% matching of whatever they do. So if your team starts building a team, you earn 10% of that. Super cool. Now, I know that may sound like Chinese, but what I wanted you to know is that by becoming an emerald, you are unlocking one of the 4 main ways to earn in this business. And that's a big deal, because right now, all of us that are not emerald are sitting at just one way to earn right now. And that's retail. You're about to unlock the second way to earn. All right, team volume bonuses. The way this works, there's a ratio in which you can earn these bonuses. If you know or don't know, everything in Beachbody carries what we call PV, personal volume, right? It carries a value of PV. For example, Shakeology is 90, right? Some challenge packs range between 105 to 150, I think it is, or 135. I don't know exactly what it is. But everything has points that it equals to. When you sign coaches, now we work on a binary system, right? You have a left leg and you have a right leg. All the coaches on the left leg, cumulative, whatever they are buying, selling, helping people with, adds up, and whatever the right does adds up. And every time there's a ratio of 200 points to 100 points, you earn what's called a team volume bonus, right? A team cycle bonus. This is a big deal, okay? And I think I did that wrong. It's actually team cycle bonus. I messed that up. Team volume bonus, team cycle bonus, same thing. Basically, it's saying now you are opening up the next way to earn money. That is not only your efforts. It's really the beginning of a team coming together and creating something. And the way that I like to share about it is that I'm telling you to say no to the one-man army, because it's so easy to think, okay, how many of you here want to make $250 a week in your business, right? Does that sound good? $250 a week in your business? Sounds fantastic, right? I know. But do you want to sell all those challenge packs yourself? Like, think about that. In 1 week, how many challenge packs do you have to sell to make $250? Do you want to do that all by yourself? No, you don't want to be a one-man army. You know what's going to happen? Is it possible? Sure, it could be if you want to be plugged to this thing all day and you want to be, typing away your life away. Or you can get smart about it and you can say to yourself, you know what? I start by building a team of Beachbody lovers just like me so that we can do this together. And I don't have to be a one-man army trying to build this business and trying to build the income that I want to see come out of this business. So by becoming an Emerald coach, you are now unlocking the ability to start accumulating that volume on each of your legs. All right? So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3. Now here's really important. This is a really, really big one. You also get what's called the carryover piggy bank. Okay, that's what I like to call it, the piggy bank. It's really just called carryover volume, but I call it piggy bank because I want you to imagine like someone says to you, once you become an Emerald, ta-da, here's your piggy bank. This is all yours. Start putting in all your volume that is not used. What does that mean? Before you become an Emerald, right, you have a coach that sponsored you. They sponsored you, and chances are they kept sponsoring after you, right? They're still working. They're still hustling, doing the thing. And there's coaches that are being built underneath you. Everybody from you down is working, is hustling, right? At the very minimum, they're getting their Shakeology, so that's still adding up to volume. Until you become an Emerald coach, week to week, that volume that is starting to generate underneath you gets washed away to zero. Until you are an Emerald coach. It is getting washed away. When you're an Emerald coach, all of a sudden, Beachbody is saying, okay, here's your piggy bank. Now, week to week, if you don't have that 200 to 100 we talked about so that you can cash out on a bonus, that volume gets put into the piggy bank to be saved until you reach 200 to 100 and then cha-ching, cash out. But it's crucial that you understand, if you do not advance to Emerald, week to week, it is going to go bye-bye. And you want to stop the volume wash away as soon as possible. I hope that makes sense. So the carryover piggy bank is very, very important. All right? Okay, next thing. I gave you my 3 top reasons. And really, there's not much more to it. Like those, if you want the X and O's, what's going to make the difference in your business by advancing to Emerald, it's those 3 things. But now let's talk strategy on execution. What is needed to advance to Emerald? We talked about that. You need 1 personally sponsored coach on your left and 1 personally sponsored coach on your right. Again, kind of going back to what we talked about, if you have a sponsoring coach, right, that is working this business and working diligently, let's say like my face is top coach and then you got 1 and 1 here. If top coach keeps adding and they keep adding more on the lower end, right, beneath you, you're going to see them pop up in your, hey, sorry guys. You're going to see that coach pop up in your back office, right? But they're not going to have a PS over them, which means they're not your personally sponsored. What they do will count to you towards you volume-wise, but they're not your personally sponsored. In order to advance to Emerald, it must be 2 people with a PS over them, meaning that they personally sponsored by you for you to advance to Emerald. And they must be on opposite legs, okay? All right. Who are your ideal first coaches? So now I'm going to give you strategies, ideas, right? Start thinking right now as I'm speaking. First and foremost, it's really smart to sign your spouse or your significant other at the very top. Personally, I did not know this with enough time to do that. My husband actually, I used him to advance to Diamond. When I really needed to get to Diamond, I'm like, oh, now I'm going to sign my hubby, and I put him under there. I really wish I would have put him all the way at the top, because now my mama, who is on top and who does work this business, I'm working. Go. Sorry. He's asking me for dinner while I'm on a call. While I have my mom up there and I see the volume she's generating, my husband should have been up there, right? So I know the potential that can happen when you put your spouse at the very top. They could be your spouse, a sibling, a parent, a child, anybody that would create like a controlled account where you have control over that account and you can say, okay, I need this spot to be filled to make it to the next level, right? Which is completely fine. That's strategizing your business. I like to relate it to like real estate. Think about like you are putting a down payment on real estate that you could later on come back to and start to build when necessary. But it's really important because now you are putting your stake, right, in that land and saying, this is my land, that spot in the business, the spot in the organization. You are staking that as yours, and then you are building underneath it. When you come back, now all that volume will be there ready for you to cash out on and to start working on once you advance to Emerald, and so on and so forth, and go from there, okay? So like to talk about controlled accounts at that point. Now, it could be that kind of person in your life. It could be those kinds of people, right? Both spots can be filled by those kinds of people. Or it can be a friend, a neighbor, a coworker. You know, someone that is either seeing you right now, going through your changes in your journey, or if you're just starting out a coach, just people that you go to and say, listen, I'm starting this thing, right? I really want to get healthy and fit. I really, I just need changes in my life. This is what I'm doing. You show them what you're doing and say, you want to join me? Is this something you want to you do this with, go on this journey with me, so I don't have to go alone? And often enough, it's crazy how people will support you. It happened to me. My second coach in the business was just a friend. I said, hey, I'm doing this thing. She's like, all right, let's do it. And that's how I advanced to Emerald, by my mom and a friend joining the business with me, and off we went, right? So it could be also someone that is already a current challenger. If you've already gotten someone started with a challenge pack, but you haven't quite started building your business, dig into your challenge groups. Dig into your challenge groups and see. Always have a good eye for the person who is posting, who is sharing, who has those qualities that you say, you know what, this person would make a really great coach. Or someone who is month to month buying Shakeology that you think would like to save the 25%, which who wouldn't want to save the 25%, right? Me personally, the way I run my business is when I have challengers join me, I have a calendar, and I know when people are getting to week 3 And then I'm asking them questions like, how's it going? Are you loving it? Are you seeing results? Are you feeling different? Are you loving your Shakeology? Are you loving your performance line? Asking all these questions so that, guess what? I can lead into, you can become a discount coach. Doesn't mean you have to business build, but it kind of opens the door for you to business build if you so choose to. And I bet you your friends and family are already asking questions. Guys, 99% of the time, the response I get back is, my sister was asking me what I was doing and I started telling her and she's interested. I'm like, hello, you could earn. Like, come on, why not start your business now? It works really beautifully. But that's the way my business started. Same exact way. So you got to dig into your challenge groups and see who organically this makes sense for. Whether they want to start building or they don't, they're still going to fill a spot in your organization. And that's really important. Okay. So that's it, guys. Like that is, it's something to me very, very simple. It's not overcomplicated. Simple strategies on how to get it done. Last week, I had a coach on this call, and within 24 hours, she was like, bam, 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 I'm an emerald. I'm done, Monica. It is that easy. It's possible to do. It's just deciding, do you want this? Are you really going to take that first step forward into starting to build your business? And I just, don't overcomplicate something simple, but let me tell you, from someone who overcomplicates everything and stands in her own way and has been doing this for 7 years and has probably done it the long way, learn from the mistakes of others, right? If you were serious about this business, understand that you have something of value to pass on to the next person. You're here today because you've earned your results. You are doing the damn thing. You are a product of the product, and you should own that and speak to others with confidence about your doing, whether on social media, whether it's that person behind the line in the grocery store asking you how you make your Brussels sprouts. I don't know why I get that question so often. People don't know how to make their Brussels sprouts, and I'm always sharing that in the grocery line. Or whether it's at a football game with my kids, whatever. Speak with confidence, share with confidence, because you truly have something of value to share. And I want to leave you with one last thought. Think about if your coach was quiet about what they were doing. Would they have been able to serve you? Would you be here today if your coach wasn't loud and proud about what they were doing? It's important, guys. So hold nothing back. Don't stand in your way. Draw a line in the sand and decide to rise, guys, to emerald your very first win. What do you say, guys? Yeah? Woo! All right, guys. I'm going to end the recording here because we wanted to make these recordings short and sweet, 30 minutes tops. So I'm going to